I'm private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andre or Nay, and this is Her Full Circle. Thank you guys for tuning back in. If you're new here, make sure you go check out my other videos where I did my introduction and my other video on how I manage as a single parent. And tune in. Put your post notifications on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share to your friends because I got good things coming. So, today's video is a video about me talking about enrolling back in school. I'm back in college after almost 10 years. When I first went to college, it was 2016. Girl, I was 18 years old and college, I thought I was ready for college. I thought I was grown. But before I even get into that, because we're going to get into some juicy details about my first parts of being in college, I want to show you this video that I have a time step on that came up before I was supposed to record this video yesterday, 2 days ago actually. I just kind of been procrastinating because I actually started my first day of class today. I just kind of put it out for a little bit, but that's okay because it'll be uploaded by the time that, well, it won't be uploaded by the time you see this, but it'll be uploaded soon, so don't even worry about that. So there's a little video that I want to put in here that I'm actually going to watch. I'm going to try to put it on the screen as well so you guys can see. But it's just a little bit of words of encouragement. If you've been looking for confirmation on going back to school, no matter how old you are, no matter how long it's been, this is a video that is confirmation. If you believe in this, if you're a believer and a follower of Christ. But even not, if you're looking for confirmation, this may be something that you may need to hear.
God is calling you back to school. And before you applied yourself and it didn't work out. But God says this time, because I am on your side and because I am leading you and directing you, he is saying you shall pass. He is saying he shall give you back time, and God is saying the plans that he has for you, you shall prosper. He wants me to tell you to apply Jeremiah 29:11 to your life. Because God is on your side this time, everything else shall come to pass. This schoolwork won't even be hard for you. God will guide you through the process. There will be no obstacle to get in the way because God will give you faith and the endurance to overcome everything. God is saying in this hour, you must trust me. There are some things that God is looking to do in many of you all's life in regards to law and healthcare. God is calling many of you all behind the scenes. And he's going to use many of you glory carriers to edify the kingdom, my God, and speak the goodness at this workplace. It is time for you to go back and know that this time it shall work out and it shall prosper. Amen. God is calling you back to school so that you can receive this certificate. And I'm also seeing a diploma.
Encouragement, like I said, I try to lead most of my videos with a little bit of encouragement that goes back to me talking about intention from my last video. Always be intentional, show up for yourself, and make every move count. Make sure you're doing something every single day to get you a step closer to your dreams. So, y'all, I am so freaking pissed. I thought I was recording my video the whole time. So mind you, this is my second take, but that's okay because I still got the momentum. Still got the momentum. Anyway, with that being said, we're gonna get right into the video. Okay? Today I'm just here to talk about my journey back, getting back into college, enrolling into college, and give y'all a little bit of background about me going to college before, talk about my career a little bit, and just kind of give y'all some motivation. You know, that's pretty much it. And tell y'all, like, every video that I have will have a little bit of a testimony on, you know, why you should be doing anything that aligns with your purpose and not doing the things that don't. So that being said, let's get into it. So when I first graduated high school, I graduated in 2016. I went to the Grambling State University, one of the best HBCUs in the land. It's located in Grambling, Louisiana. and I met some amazing people. I did some amazing things at Grambling, and I have some lifelong friends that I will continue to be grateful for Grambling for everything that it taught me. I learned more about being a black woman and being black in general at that place than I did my entire time being in from first grade to 12. So for that, I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for Grambling, because the experience that I had there was like no other. So just to give you a little bit of background about that, when I first got there, sweetest girl ever, her name is Jimmy. She helped me with getting a work study job with the baseball team. Shout out to Coach Coop. Love you forever, Coach Coop. But he helped me he gave me my first work study job, and all I did was watch the baseball team jerseys. Like, that's all I did. Take them over there and make sure they got them for practice. Boom. I did that before I even knew that I was going to run for Miss Freshman or do a campaign. We have like SGA elections where president, vice president, Miss Freshman, Miss Grambling, whatever. So I decided to run for Miss Freshman, and I won. I was so happy. Like, I was so excited. Like, it was just an amazing thing for me. Like, I was something on a college campus. Like, I was, it just made me feel so good. Looking back, I wish I would have used my platform a little bit better than what I did to make more of a change. But, things happen. I was 18. It is what it is. But I made some amazing friends during that time. I made some amazing connections and network. And I got to experience a whole lot. I got to travel a whole lot. And it was just an amazing time. Shout out to Miss Favors. I just thought about you. I love me, Miss Favors. But yeah, I went there my freshman year. My sophomore year, I kind of played the back. I kind of like low-key went off the map because I was in such the limelight and like from my freshman year, and I had done so much. I didn't want to do that my sophomore year. So moved off campus, moved in with my roommate Mo and another roommate we went to high school together, Anna. Moved in with them. We had two other roommates. Brandy was one of our roommates. The other roommate, we're not gonna talk about her, but yeah, moved in with them, and we had an amazing time there. Like, we just had a really good time. But I knew that I was not gonna be at Grambling after my sophomore year because things were just going too slow for me. It's not that I can't take time. Well, back then I'll be self-aware and say that I just didn't want to stick around to see things grow or change, and I wanted something fast-paced. I knew I wanted something better for my life, and not that Grambling couldn't give me that or I couldn't achieve that at Grambling. I just felt like things were too slow. I've always felt like the town that I'm from, it's old school. It's slow, not fast-paced at all, and that just wasn't me. That's just not what I wanted for my life. So I decided to go to the Navy. Went to the Navy. I finished my sophomore year. Went to the Navy in May of 2018. Did boot camp. That's another video. I'll do another video on my boot camp experience if you all want that. I'm not going to get too much into that, but I will talk about my career. When I first went in, I didn't have a job. I worked with the bosun's mates on the ship doing like grunt work, hard work. It was extremely hard. And I did not like that at all. But it was an experience. I'm glad that I got to do it. I'm glad that I got to be on the ship and see different things, because I got experiences that I'll never be able to say I've had before, or that can never be taken away from me, because it was just awesome. Like, of course I had my days with my career in the Navy, but that's another story for another day. Eventually I ended up getting hurt while I was on the ship, so I got taken off the ship and I ended up going to shore duty. So after I got off the ship, I ended up, God bless me, like I ended up being able to work in public affairs for Naval Station Norfolk. Mind you, Naval Station Norfolk is the biggest naval base in the world. I got to work with the public affairs office and officer, right next to the commanding officer of Naval Station Norfolk. I loved it. I wrote stories. Literally the same thing I was going to school for became my career. I wrote stories. I took pictures. I was able to do plan events, damage control as far as like media outlets finding out certain things or not finding out certain things. I loved it. Like, I loved it. I knew for a fact that that was what I wanted my career to be. So, of course, eventually my time came to an end. Like I said, I did get hurt while I was on the ship, so I got medically discharged in 2022. 5 days after I got discharged, I had my baby. I was pregnant while I was in the military. I had my baby March 5th. And, yeah, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do whenever I got out of the military. I just know that I needed some money. I know I needed more money than what I was making, even though I was 100% total and permanently disabled. And I wanted to have a good life for me and my daughter. So I was trying to think practical and be like, okay, maybe going into the medical field would really help me. And I've never wanted to be a doctor because I don't like blood. I gag at little things like smells, whatever. But going back to my pregnancy, I really got obsessed with the thought of being an ultrasound tech because that was my favorite part of being pregnant, going and getting the ultrasounds. So I did not realize that getting into those programs is damn near impossible. It's super extraneous, and there's not a whole lot of programs in the state of Louisiana that I can go to. The closest one to me was like 4 hours away or in Mississippi, and I have a newborn. How am I going to move with a newborn? And I'm a single parent. How am I going to do it? So I kind of put those dreams on the back burner until I felt like, okay, well, maybe when my daughter gets a little older, I'll be able to do that. For now, I'm going to find something else. I was inspired by a friend who kind of told me, like, why don't you think about doing nails? And I'm like, I don't really know how to draw. I don't really know how to do none of that. So I don't really know. Then I started thinking around, like, well, that is a lot of good money, you know. It's a trade. Nobody could take away from me. So I decided to join nail school. I was not passionate about it. At one point, I was just going to school because I know I needed to finish. I ended up going to school from May to December. I graduated. I got licensed, and I still have my license. I renew my license every year, even though I don't use it, because if it ever comes down to it, I'm a hustle. I'm going to go and get that money. I'll do some feet and nails. Even though I don't really know how to do them, I'll learn. Period. Because, yeah, I don't know. So after that, I tried to go back to the dreams of wanting to do like ultrasound tech, but because it was no school around and the program was super hard to get into, I live in a college town, small college town, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just go to my home college. They have a rad tech program. I'll try to get into that. I already had 50 hours of credit hours because I had previously went to college, but none of them aligned with the medical. And it's like I would basically be starting over. So I'm like, damn, I really don't want to do that. But I really want to go into the medical field because that's where the money is. So I tried to go to nursing school. How am I going to be a nurse? Girl, no. Couldn't do it. Ended up flunking out of nursing school because I kept trying to do things that did not align with my purpose. I kept trying to make puzzle pieces fit where they did not belong. And until you learn that lesson, God gonna keep on showing you this ain't what you're supposed to be doing. So I just was trying to find any career that had a high salary because I wanted to be able to take care and provide for me and my daughter on my own, because I have to do it I do it on my own, you know. So I tried one more time at something that I knew damn well I was not going to do. I joined the cybersecurity program. I did graduate from the program. I did not get any of my certifications because that shit was hard. Shout out to anybody that's in tech field because... Anyway, I finally was like, you know what? I'm finna let God pilot this plane. I'm finna step back. And I prayed every day of every month of 2024 for God to align me with my purpose. So, I ended up finding this thing called ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my best friend. I love I talk to ChatGPT more than anybody else on my phone. That's just what it is. I'm sorry, friends. I love y'all, but ChatGPT, I love it. The best subscription I ever got. So I'm sitting there and I'm texting ChatGPT, what is schools that has the best online communication program with minors in project management, or minors that align with communications. And it gave me 3 schools: University of Florida, Arizona State University, and I don't even remember the other school because I think it was a private school. I don't know. So I looked at both programs and I decided to go with Arizona State University because it was more versatile and it aligned with my schedule because I still do work full time. So I decided to enroll. I got accepted and I started classes today actually. But I've been enrolled. This happened I've been enrolled. And I went with the Bachelor of Science in Communications because it aligns more with what I want to do. If you ask me, in a perfect world, I would be the real Olivia Pope. Just based off work ethic, not playing it back to the president. No tea, no shade. I love Olivia Pope and I love Fitz. Love them down, but I don't want to play the back. I don't want to be the side or the mistress. Just saying. But yeah, I always saw myself as being like Olivia Pope, like having that type of career, having that type of power, because she's just one of those she's a powerful woman. Like, I just love it. And that's something that I still aspire to be. I got asked the question today, what's my dream job? I don't have a dream job. But if I had to choose something, I would be my own boss and have a PR firm. That's something that I really want to do. I think I'm really good at that. So, yeah, I decided to go ahead and do what God has been telling me to do, get back into communications, because I've had so many people ask me to do pictures. I get people to ask me to write papers for them because I'm really good at it. I never gotten below a C on a paper that I wrote while I was in college because I do really well. And I'm considered a junior in my year at Arizona State University as a transfer student, so I have 1 year left. I have 19 classes. That's not including my minor. With my minor, I have 23 classes. But I feel like it's going to fly by, and I feel like I'm going to do really well. So I say all that to encourage you today that if you have never been to college, if you've been out of school for a long time and want to go back, just do it. What's the worst that could happen? You fail a class, okay, you take it again. And I have 2 resources that I want to give to y'all for the same person because I told her I was going to shout her out in my video. Her name is Dr. Felicia Young. She offers life coaching, and she also offers help with doing financial aid for students. So I'm going to tag her information below, both of her businesses that she has. It's a 2-for-1. I mean, if you're having trouble with finding your purpose and you also need help with getting things together for school, she does both of that. So I'm going to put her information in the description below, so you make sure you check it out. I also put pictures of both websites as well. But yeah, I just want to make sure that, if you haven't been inspired by my story yet, go make your own and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Make sure that it aligns with your purpose. I don't know who you believe in, God, universe, spirit. I believe in God. And for me, I got tired of learning the same hard lesson over and over by not following my purpose. So I allowed God to take the front seat, align me with my purpose, and I'm back on track. And everything that I'm doing right now feels natural. I'm super excited for the future. I'm super excited to be able to walk across that stage and get my degree. Another disclaimer, before I forget, just because you go online does not mean it is not a credible degree. Because guess what? When I get my Arizona State University degree, it ain't gonna say I went online. So don't let anybody discourage you that going online is a bad thing either. It's okay to go to school online, But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video this week. I'm kind of trying to speed this up because this video was already supposed to be posted, and I start slacking. But that's okay, because I still showed up for myself today. And I did the video despite everything that happened. Me not forgetting to press record. Me forgetting that I had assignments due. I still showed up. So, that being said, my name is Andrenae. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. And this is Her Full Circle. See y'all next time.